Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is the 24th of September and it is exactly 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días a todos y bienvenidos a esta edición de Sugar City Morning Show para hoy. Y hoy es tan rápidamente así, el 24 de septiembre. Son exactamente las 7:02. Un gusto solo saludarle, como siempre. Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo se encuentra? Nosotros aquí, en el estudio, mandándole saludos a toda nuestra audiencia, dándole las gracias por permitirnos entrar hasta sus hogares. Muchas gracias por ese privilegio que nos dan. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la avenida San Lorenzo. Y estamos transmitiendo por cable, por aire y también por internet. Por internet simplemente por Facebook. Tienes que ir a la página Sugar City Morning Show. Por aire, pues obviamente es un servicio gratuito de parte de los dueños de esta estación de televisión para la gente que vive en el norte del país. Pues, Orange Walk, Corozal, pueblo y aldeas. Que gocen televisión en gratis. Eso es lo que es. Y también obviamente gracias a nuestros patrocinadores que permiten que podamos ofrecer este servicio en gratis, porque ellos son los que pagan los anuncios, etcétera, etcétera. Así que, hey, muchas gracias a nuestros patrocinadores. También por cable estamos unidos a la red de proveedores de señal de cable que permite que nuestra señal se esté viendo ahora por todo el país de Belice. Muchas gracias por eso. Como siempre, compañeros, luego de un fin de semana de mucho festejo, damos las gracias por que hoy estamos vivos, hoy estamos bien, hoy ya hemos celebrado un día más de vida. Sé que no todos podemos decir esto, que estemos bien, pero así es la vida, así es la vida. No todos podemos estar gozando de lo mismo todo a la misma vez. Te pido que te unas conmigo a decir, Padre, muchas gracias por todas tus bendiciones, por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por tu perdón, por amarnos intensamente, por cuidar de nosotros. Gracias, Padre. Te pido que nos continúes bendiciendo. Te pido que nos sigues cuidando y que nunca te separes de nosotros. Amas nunca. Como siempre te pido por los niños desamparados, por los viejitos abandonados, por las personas dolidas luego de la pérdida de un ser querido. Ayúdanos, Padre, a entender de que nada más es a través de ti que se logra la paz y la tranquilidad y la aceptación. Padre, muchas gracias por todo. Te bendecimos, te adoramos y te glorificamos siempre. Amén. Good morning again. I'm trusting that the weekend went out perfectly well, especially the 20th, 21st. I would like to, at this moment, congratulate the September Celebrations Committee on putting up a good show, especially the fireworks show. The ending, the last part was really, really, really nice. I enjoyed it. Not that I didn't enjoy the first part. It's just that the last part was of mention. In other words, it was nice. It was pretty. Thank you very much por ponernos ahí. Yes, it did rain a bit. Yes, it rained, but the people stayed and they said, tell you what, rain ain't gonna stop this jamming. So I'd like to congratulate again the National September Celebrations Committee, and to tell them that I'm very glad for what happened. Anyway, this is, ladies and gentlemen, the weather forecast for today, the 24th of September. And if you're celebrating a birthday today, have a beautiful birthday. I apologize. Relatively warm and somewhat moist and unstable conditions prevail. Today, this 24-hour forecast. Sunny with cloudy spells today and cloudy times tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated, except for a few more occurring over the Maya Mountains today, and then some showers and thunderstorms are likely to occur over inland and southern areas tonight. It doesn't say northern areas, it says inland and southern areas. The winds variable at 0 to 5 knots. The sea state slight, and means it's barely moving. The temperatures along the coast, 91 as a high, 79 as a low. And get a hold of this. Inland, we're going all the way up to 98 degrees Fahrenheit as a high, and 75 as a low. And in the hills, 86 degrees Fahrenheit as a high, and 70 degrees as a low. Mamma mia. And with the ambient temperature being at 98 and the humidity being at almost 100%, you know where that puts us? At about 110 degrees approximately. So be very, very careful today. It's going to be excessively hot. Remember, if you drink water, you go to the refrigerator, you drink water, and you go like, yeah, this feels good, you put it back in. And in half an hour time, you want to drink more water, you go there and you pick it up. And in much the same way, your dogs or your pets need water. So please, don't forget to give water or leave water for your pets. Please. And to ensure that you put some sort of mechanism where they don't just go in and turn over the pan and then they're left without water for the rest of the day. Try to think of being genius. Try to think of something where that they can't turn over. It's a challenge, I know, but we have to do it. We just have to do it. We have to be the ones to do it. No advisories in place. The outlook for tomorrow, Wednesday and Wednesday night, is for similar weather, isolated activity during the daytime, except for a few thunderstorms over the Maya Mountains, and then some showers and thunderstorms can be expected, mostly over central and southern areas in the evening and the night. A low tide at 12:58 this afternoon, a high tide at 7:27 tonight, another low tide at 12:12, that is tomorrow morning, and a second high tide tomorrow morning at 6:34. The sun roses morning at 5:42, the sun sets at 5:47, and the moon sets today at 2:44 and rises tomorrow morning at 2:21. Thank you, forecaster Angelia Guy, for that information. Muchas gracias. Permíteme tomar tantito. Y nada más rico que café en la mañana, por la mañana. Nada. Te lo juro, nada, ni jugo ni nada. Buenos días. Un gusto saludarles aquí, presentes, saludándoles y deseándoles todo lo mejor para el día de hoy, 24 de septiembre. Si cumples años hoy, que la pases de maravilla. Hoy es martes, como dije, entre una semana ya estamos comenzando el mes de octubre. No digas que yo te lo dije, pero te lo dije, que ya estamos yendo rápidamente entrando al mes de octubre, y que ya luego del mes de octubre ya está la Navidad aquí cerca. Así que octubre, final de octubre, créeme, ya se están sintiendo los vientecitos de Hanal Pichán, y noviembre ya, olvídalo, ya entró la Navidad. Para mí ya la Navidad está aquí a la vuelta. A la vuelta. Recuerdo un año me fui a la Ciudad de México, yo y mi sobrino Raulito, y fue final de septiembre, y justo ese tiempo, y extrañados porque fuimos a las tiendas y ya hay arbolitos y con lucecitas y todo en lugar. Y yo decía, no es prematuro todo esto, no está algo adelantado. Y dicen, no, es que la gente hoy en día empieza a comprar desde septiembre, empieza a comprar. Pues estoy seguro que sí, empiezan a comprar, pero ya el momentum, la alegría de salir en noviembre y diciembre a hacer las compras, ya no existe. Perdón. Condiciones relativamente húmedas, calurosas y algo inestables continúan controlando nuestro clima. Tanto así que para las siguientes 24 horas veremos cielos soleados con periodos de nubosidad hoy, nublado por momentos por la noche. Chubascos o tronadas estarán ocurriendo aisladas, pero el sur y el área de las montañas, Maya Mountains, estarán viendo un poco más de lo que el resto del país estará viendo. Y luego unos chubascos y tormentas estarán muy probables sobre el interior y sobre el sur del país de Belice. Así que no se menciona el interior norte, pero interior sur. Y también hace mención específica de lluvia sobre las montañas. Así que hoy no espero tener lluvia aquí. Hoy espero un día caluroso, supremamente caluroso. Así que cuiden a sus niños, cuiden a sus abuelitos, manténganlos hidratados, por favor. Vientos variables, 0 a 5 nudos, en el fondo del mar casi inmóvil. Temperaturas por la costa 91 como una máxima, 79 como una mínima. En el interior 98 como una máxima, sí, 98. Y 75 como una mínima. Por las colinas 86 como una máxima y 70 como una mínima. No hay advertencias en lugar. Se espera que mañana miércoles y miércoles por la noche continuemos con estas condiciones y que durante el curso del día tengamos tronadas o sobre las montañas Maya. Y luego ese es Cayo, Toledo, y luego unos chubascos y tronadas especialmente sobre la porción central y sur por la tarde y por la noche. El sol salió hoy a las 5:42, el sol se oculta hoy por la noche a las 5:47, la luna primero se oculta a las 2:44 y sale mañana por la mañana a las 2:21. Muchas gracias, Angela Gui. Compañeros, a las 7:14. Vamos rápidamente a una pausa. Tenemos mucho que contar. Así que vamos rápidamente a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios. Pero no se vayan.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. A&R stores where prices do make all the difference.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. Nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Please join me this morning in saying good morning and welcome to our good friend, Mr. Robert Chakiasha. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
¿Cómo estás?
Why? Good, thank God. We're here once again, and thanks for this beautiful day, and thank God for guiding us throughout the night.
How was your 20th, 21st celebration?
Busy.
Busy, I know.
Busy, but
you
good.
played the 20th?
Yeah, we played the 20th night after the fireworks. Then we went to do a little parade in Guinea Grass. Lupe had a little parade in Guinea Grass, and they invited us to play. Not with the band, just with a little system, no? Guinea Grass looked very good that day. A lot of people came out on parade. Actually, they had two parades, no? Because Lupe had her parade with her group, and the village council had their parade as well. So the village was lively. It was good. People come out and had fun. Then we played after the parade here in Orange Walk for the 21st. It was good. A lot of people. Looking around, Mr. Martinez, I could have barely see Orange Walk people. Serious?
I know.
Yeah, it was big.
Seems to me that Orange Walks is literally taken over by people
Visitors.
from visitors, which is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Which is good. I like that. You know, you can't get a hotel room in Orange Walk
You can't.
for I apologize for weeks before the 21st.
2 months ago, we went to the Star Victoria to do some little advertisement for them about this thing. Say, well, we don't really want to do no advertisement, we said, because we don't book out, all of we rooms book out for the September already. Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago. And believe me, even the small little hotel with 4 little rooms,
The league
and
guest
2
house
little
and
room
so.
guest house, everything sold out.
Everything sold.
Everything look like, you know, even rooms that don't rent for say per night, rent for a month on a monthly
Yeah.
basis. Even those are being rented.
Yeah. And you know why this year, every year it's like that, but this year even more people stocked up with their hotels very early, because you remember that Monday was a public and bank holiday. So I was talking to some of my friends from Belize City. They say we came here from Friday. We booked our room for Friday and Saturday. And Sunday morning we're heading to Chedomal, stay there Sunday night, and come back on Monday. So everything.
That's a good decision.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good decision. That's And a lot of people did that, you know.
Yeah, because I had to go to the border on Sunday to pick up some shirts. And when I was coming back, Mr. Martinez, I came back about 6:30 in the afternoon, in the evening, and I spent about 35 minutes in the line where vehicles were crossing. So I was talking to one of the immigration officer, and he was telling me that that was there from about 1 o'clock, and he is expecting it to go up to about 11. Yeah. But also, Pa, before we start our general discussion this morning, I would like to mention and to one and all the passing of Mr. Hubert Allen, better known as Cowboy. You know, I never know
You don't know him?
he is the son of Mr. Hubert Allen. Cowboy will live the Dulles village. Where Dulles village?
Carmelita.
Carmelita. You don't know Mr. Cowboy will live up there?
As far as I know, everybody Carmelita Cowboy.
I know you must know Ezekiel Allen though. Because Ezekiel used to go to Muffles the same time he used to go.
It's very possible, probably that I do. I just don't. I just don't conjure up an image, a figure. In
Yeah, well, Mr. Hubert Allen, better known as Cowboy, passed away. You know, my phone was sleeping over the weekend, so I never really get much information. You know, and I must apologize to Elra. Elra is his common law wife. You know, because when we were playing, when we made the play out there for the 21st, Elra come to me. But the band was playing, you know, and she was telling me something to play the song, and the women love this. And well, he broke down song for Mr. Peters, right? But I know Cowboy was sick for so many months. So he said, play one song for your friend Cowboy, man. And he whispered in my ears, but barely to hear, because you know the play. And then he said, women love her, they make her remember Cowboy. But I guess she must have, I mean, figure out that she want make we play the song because the man sick and he can't come out, you know. And something prompted me, and I never did play the song. And then I say, Elroy said, what happened? What happened? But I never know the man was dead.
The one with done dead?
He was done dead, and I never know. So I want to apologize to Elroy and the family. I never really know, because I never hear good what she was telling me. You know? But the wake was held last night. Gone to this announcement here. And it's saying here that the funeral service will be today at 2 o'clock, but I saw another announcement on Love that says 10. So I will find out from this person that sent me this information, then I will inform you all exactly what time it is. And for Nurse Betty, I was made to understand that the wake will be held on Thursday, and funeral service will be on Friday for Nurse Betty, you know. And also, Mr. Martinez coming out from La Immaculada Church, I understand there's going to be a special mass on the 26th. The 26th of this month.
For?
I'm not sure what is the celebration of that mass, but I will find it and then we will go through it again, no? Because I have it here on a post. I'm trying to find it, but I will find it and then we will announce that as well, no?
Certainly, certainly. Well, I'm dying to ask you a question at this moment.
Hurry, ask me before you die then.
I heard, let me put it this way. Because of X amount of reasons, I went out very, for the celebrations, I was not out all the time.
Okay.
I was out the night, the evening of the 20th,
Okay.
for a while. And then on the 21st, I was not even out for the parade.
Okay.
Okay. I spent the day with my family, with my sister and my little brother, etc., etc.
That's good.
But how was the parade?
Boy, I'm just like you, Mr. Martinez, because I didn't came out for the parade. Remember I told you I went to Guinea Grass? When I came back from Green Grass, it was around 1 o'clock, you know, and I went home to take a little nap because I had to play later, so I didn't see the parade.
You didn't see the parade. Okay. I saw segments of it
Yeah.
on Facebook. I saw Ruben streaming live. For the first time Ruben was streaming live down Main Street. And I saw a lot of it. But it's not as if you were there present.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But from what I saw, and people were having fun, and it was nice. It was big.
Yep.
It was hyped up.
Yep. The energy was there.
The energy was there.
Yeah.
Believe me. So I'm hoping that that we didn't have any accidents.
Yeah, I don't hear about any accident. So thank God for that. But you know what, Pa? I'm trying to find the one for the mask. But you know what happened to Mr. Martinez? That when I finished played on the 21st night, I was playing adjacent to the town hall. So I came through the back by where Mr. Elito Urbina lives. I went down to by where Mary is and took a left turn into the traffic light. When I came out, Queen Victoria Avenue looked like a garbage dump. Garbage like that. Although the tongue board workers were out there picking up already.
What time is?
About 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 the 22nd morning. After the 21st night into the 22nd. Garbage, Mr. Martinez. The tongue board workers were there working.
But I passed the 22nd early morning and the place was clean.
That's why I said when I made go in there, people made out there to work already, so I have to commend the sanitation.
I must commend the people who did the cleaning up because, hey, I don't know how to do it. I swear I don't know how to do it. But I passed it
22nd.
Sunday. I'm sorry, was it Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday morning.
Sunday the 22nd. I was out there from early, and the 22nd, and I didn't see the ruckus that you saw.
Yeah, well, but you see, when I left on the stage, the sanitation workers was on that side cleaning up already. So I figure after that they went to the front, but it was like a garbage dump. I don't know why people dash the garbage. I think next time we have to try get some garbage bins and put them out there so people could dash it in there. But it's good that you saw it on Sunday morning. It was already cleaned up. So we'd like to congratulate the sanitation workers or whosoever were cleaning up.
It is the sanitation workers from the town council. No good,
Yeah.
make no good fool you.
Yeah, and Mr. Martinez, we are in the celebration mood, but I would like to also mention that this, the dengue is still going around. 2 persons from Chanpine Ridge, they catch dengue over the past 2 weeks. You know, what happened to their person who catch dengue? The mother catch the dengue before. When they began to Chanpine Ridge gonna spray, they never the home. So they couldn't spray in their house. And then the mom catch the dengue. Now, his daughter catch dengue. You know? So I'm not saying this because I want to report on them, but to make people aware that it's still there.
I'm glad you mentioned this. Yo creo que aquí tómalo como tú lo quieras tomar. Pero al principio veíamos una indiferencia de parte de la gente cuando traíamos a la gente de
Vector.
de Vector Control y del hospital hablando de dengue y como si la gente no respondía. Porque obviamente al final del show hacíamos el análisis, bueno, ¿y qué pasó aquí? Porque la gente no respondió como debió haber respondido.
No hay participación.
Había una cierta cantidad de indiferencia. Y no se importa que dengue y que la madre, que ¿ok? La cosa es de que la gente lo tomó bien light. No les importaba.
Do you know this guy?
Oh, yes.
You know him?
Ya luego entonces, cuando empezaron a conseguir, ya sabes qué, okay, la jodida con dengue, y se dieron cuenta de que dengue es una enfermedad bastante seria y mala. La gente empezó a preocuparse de limpiar sus patios, empiezan a preocuparse porque vieron que la fulanita aquí ya casi se muere, el fulanito aquí casi se muere, el otro sí casi se muere, que el otro no tiene fiebre hemorrágica, que el otro que casi se muere. Ajá. Tuvo que llegar a este nivel para que nos levantemos, nos preocupemos. Pero todo ese trabajo adelantado que hicimos nosotros, lo siento, pero con una indiferencia nos tocaron.
And it's not only a treatment that you can take, you can die.
Yes.
Right?
Sí, exactamente.
Yeah.
La gente no se dio cuenta de que lo tomaron ligeramente. They took it lightly. Y dicen, no, a mí no me va a dar esa cosa. No me va a dar. Me imagino que te dio y estás ahora sentido de que no pudiste haber hecho algo para evitar que ciertos miembros de tu familia sufran tanto como sufrieron. Te juro, porque estábamos seguros de que iba a suceder esto. Por eso es que semana tras semana traíamos a la gente de Vector Control y de dengue y del hospital a avisarles, a decirles, mira, esto. No tomen libertades, vayan tan pronto se sientes mal, ve al hospital, no tomes aspirina, no hagas esto, no haces el otro. Y hasta que al final vimos una conciencia. Vimos que la gente realmente se está preocupando de ello.
Yeah, I was made to understand that it's a week of 1 week treatment, and the treatment has been offered at the Northern Regional Hospital, and the lady was telling me that they need to drink a lot of liquid, especially coconut water. But it's a way to show that if there are people come around can spray, make them spray in the house.
Of course.
It was unfortunate that these persons were not at home, right? So it could happen to other people saying, no, me no want to spray in your house because me don't like smell that thing. Now if you like smell it, it's dangerous. So the dengue is still here. It is still here.
Y si no nos cuidamos, vamos a sufrir aún más. Así que, por favor, si ya estamos concientizados de lo que tenemos que hacer, entonces ya sabemos qué hacer. Ya sabemos qué hacer. Evitar los charcos de agua, de que se formen charcos de agua en nuestro patio, en nuestra casa. Ahí se está naciendo el mosquito. Ahí merito, en ese charquito de agua. En tu baño, en tu corredor, ahí, no en la zanja puerca que está lleno de lodo y eso, ahí no se está formando, porque el mosquito no le gusta estar ahí abajo, le gusta agua limpia, y puede respirar. Así que, es en esas áreas dentro de tu casa que debes estar limpiando. Y luego entonces, si alguien consigue dengue dentro de tu casa, por favor, permite que te fumigue en tu casa. Porque si estás, que no me gusta el olor de eso, estás protegiendo el mosquito y estás causando que todo el resto de la familia pueda conseguir dengue. Así que, por favor, ya hemos visto más de 2,000 casos de dengue. Casi 2,500 si me preguntas. Yeah. Y aquí en Orange Walk con una gran cantidad. Más de 700, 800 personas. Con suerte no tuvimos fallecimientos. En otros países está tan mala la cosa que hasta muertos han tenido con dengue. Porque te puede causar fiebre hemorrágica. Te puede causar, mira, esta cosa es malo, pero es peligrosísimo. Pero estamos alegres de que ya creamos conciencia y ahora, por favor, ayudarnos a evitar el fomento de dengue dentro de nuestras comunidades.
And we have the treatment.
Tenemos el tratamiento, así que tan pronto sepas de alguien que ya está mostrando manifestaciones del dengue, por favor, llévalo al hospital, que lo traten, que lo hagan un doctor privado como sea, pero que lo traten, porque si no se trata, va a sufrir ese individuo muchísimo. va a sufrir.
Yeah.
¿Ok?
Yeah.
No queremos ver a nuestros seres queridos sufrir.
Also, Mr. Martinez, on another note, yesterday marked 1 year with that tragic fire on Progress Street right there in Orange Walk of the Petios. Yesterday marked 1 year already.
That's exactly right.
1 year since those people passed, so the family are sending out some time of sad remembrance, because there's no...
But they seem to be pretty much settled already.
Yeah.
Because the house is already built and they're there already.
Yeah,
so,
they are there already, There's nothing else we can do now.
So I'd like to say, hey, you've been through a difficult time, but Dios no te da más de lo que puedas aguantar, créeme. God will give you more than you can bear.
Yeah, and we also have some police news, but we need to take a break.
We need to take a break. It's exactly 37 minutes after 7, las 7:37. Vamos rápido en una pausa. Estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de sus anuncios.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Son las 7:43. 7:43. Good morning, buenos días. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Como dije, hoy es martes, hoy es el 24 de septiembre. Y hoy es back to work, de vuelta a la chamba.
Back to work.
Porque ya hemos tenido holidays, que el día sábado, que el domingo, que el lunes, y ya luego en un reporte que se escuchó esta mañana, escuchamos acerca de cuánto los negocios han tenido que pagar en overtime, etcétera, etcétera. Estamos hablando. Can you give us that little report there from Ms. K. Menzies from Chamber?
Well, I heard their discussion. They usually have their perspective of business reports on Tuesday morning. And this is Ms. K. Menzies, who is involved strongly with the chamber, and Ms. Kim Aikman was there on the show as well. She's the CEO of the chamber. And they were talking about the holidays, Mr. Martinez, referring to 2 days that were holiday. And you know the chamber has many businesses that are registered with the chamber. And they were saying, it caught me by surprise, that they were saying that overtime that was paid for those 2 days is like $46,000. I'm saying, wow, well, the money they pay from. Then it's saying that businesses have lost up to $499,000 in these 2 days, Mr. Martinez. So they say that the celebration was relaxing but costly.
That's exactly right. And
are these numbers sounding accurate to you?
They are sounding very, very accurate.
You serious?
I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's just that many times we don't know. We don't begin to understand what problems the business owners go through when they declare holidays. Remember, that business owner loses the ability to make business that day.
Okay.
So if generally he would sell, he or she is selling, suppose it's a Monday. Mondays, deliveries to Kyle, Orange Walk, and Corozal. You're missing out on $40,000-$50,000.
So it's not only business locally?
Oh, no.
Okay. I get it now.
$50,000. They have it programmed. What your local local sales.
Yep.
Okay? Your retail sales. Are we talking here one entity? Okay? So, the store says, all right, Christ, I will pay you Saturday, and I have to pay you Monday too, because a holiday. Yeah, holiday, but what was that? Chupar.
We want holiday.
We want holiday. We it's good. We don't know how much it's costing our bosses.
It's saying 46,000 here?
Just for you to holla, yeah. I was not, and we're going into this discussion very simply that I really wouldn't want to see a repeat of this holiday on the 23rd. I'll be honest with you. If the holiday would have been thought out well from the very beginning, we have the holiday on the 21st. Y si te tienes goma y quieres quitarte la goma el 22, you have all the 22nd.
And get ready to get back to work Monday.
For take off your goma, and that is it. On the 23rd, back to work. I saw no need, no necessity to have Monday as a holiday.
But the one that struck me strong in Mr. Martinez is the 499,000.
Of course. Let's put.
I'm not going to open.
Aye. All right.
This
What
is
does the 490, what does it say? Loss of business, or does it say business activity?
Loss of business activity, revenues.
Right. I just told you that Mondays, well, any one day, if any one business sells between $20,000-$30,000 a day, and you have 10, 15, 20 businesses in the downtown area, you multiply that. How much business was lost?
Yeah, and you're talking only about Orange Walk.
How much business was lost?
Yeah.
And secondly, you have the business owner has to pay for those holidays.
And nothing happen.
And nothing happen. And you still going to work Tuesday morning, and worst of all, and still don't produce. Because why you get the whole story about on Saturday night, a whole Tarawan get black up, a whole Tarawan made this, a whole Tarawan made that.
And I made a party.
And so all half day Tuesday is spent
unproductive,
recounting stories.
Yeah.
Okay? And you may say this, and you may say that, and you may say that. Hey, it's a waste. And I'm a stickler for detail.
That's why.
If I tell me I can work 8 o'clock in the morning, I can work 8 o'clock.
That's why Ms. K mentions here relaxing but costly.
Mm-hmm.
From the chamber perspective.
It's costly. So, hey, you can't blame the at the end of the day for asking you to go in 5 minutes early or 10 minutes early, and no get vexed with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if you stay behind 10 minutes late, you're already getting a lot. How many public and bank holidays we're getting? I think Belize is one of the countries that has the most public and bank holidays in the world.
Yeah, because when you look at the Mexican calendar, every day they got some kind of same thing on this, but they're not got holiday every day for
No, they're not got no holiday for that. And as a matter of fact, if whatever, it's a Good Friday, the American place open. What's wrong with you?
Good Friday?
Good Friday, the place is open.
But that's just like that, the States too, Mr. Martinez. Then
Good Friday, the place is open.
They're not big business there.
Yeah, Good Friday, it's open.
Yeah, when we celebrate, we enjoy ourselves, we party, relaxing, but costly. So, well, and then right now, and they were saying that, Mr. Martinez, that in this month of September, I believe it was 3 holidays, because we had the 10th, which was a holiday. We had the 21st.
Okay, 23rd.
And the 23rd. 3 big holidays.
3 big holidays. So,
and these 3 days,
we're not talking about Sundays, we're talking about holidays.
Yeah.
3 holidays. And you see the losses there. You don't know how much the business people lose, but thank you very much, Ms. K, for that perspective this morning.
And their figures are accurate.
So when you hear the business is the ball, believe me, they can't do anything. They just have to close their doors. At the end of the day, who pays? Public service? Public service, I think, is the one who was responsible for the holiday on Monday.
Well, remember it
I
came...
think that it was a move to try to appease the public service and say, all right. Because the public service always say, well, we don't work Saturdays. So that's a holiday we give Saturday. We don't benefit.
That's enough for we. We want a holiday.
But tell you what, you can't have your cake and eat it all the time, you know.
When you eat the cake, it's done.
You can't have your cake and eat it all the time. There's some days when you just have to say for the benefit of the country. But tell you what, the Saturday holiday is good, so hey, back to work on Monday. Not because public workers holla, I want Monday holiday too. You see how much it's costing our business people? How much it's costing us? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And it's costing the country as well because...
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you put it countrywide, maybe millions.
Yeah.
But we don't want to look at that, do we? We don't want to look at that. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. We work hard during the week. Well, tell you what, yes, I'm sure that you work hard during the week. But tell you what, this morning, when you go to work, prove it.
Yeah.
Between 8 and 12, I want to put in 4 hours work. I'm not shush nobody. Let's see if you can do that.
Yeah. Mr. Martinez, you know, also on those missing persons reports, we always, we see that lately we are finding that it's not a happy ending. And we still are having more missing persons reports.
But where did it go on, though? I mean...
I don't know if they run away or this and that. Well, the one with the girl from the Belmopan era, we understand that she was out at some place having fun, and after that they left with somebody, and from there they never say again until they found her decomposed body, you know. But this one is seen here to kindly be on the lookout for Kayla Capen, 15-year-old, Guatemalan national of Ladyville address. She was last seen heading towards Belize City about 3 p.m. yesterday. Kayla is of Hispanic descent, about 5'7" in height, and has a scar under her left eye. She was last seen wearing a black blouse and a black short pants. If you see her, kindly call 911 or 922. And it continues saying, kindly be on the lookout for Gilbert Francisco Chiak, 17-year-old Belize laborer of Columbia Village, Stan Creek District. Chiak was last seen on September 21st, 2019. If you see, please call 911 or 922. And then now the police will be having their press briefing today, and some of the points that will be addressed at the press briefing today is the big fire in Kikaka. Also the Kamalote murder, Taiwanese business person was murdered in Kamalote. Police officer died in a Placencia accident. He was riding his motorbike, he had a blowout, and he crashed and dead. Then it's a GPH accident, white GMC and Dodge Nitro, Philip Golson Highway, double head cabbage, beat down, Earl Pratt, Kayla Capen missing, Gilbert Chiak missing, Bermuda landing beat down of Dean Banner last Friday, fatal road traffic accident in the southern part of the country, allegations of prolonged detention of Verdes player Wendell Parham in connection with murder, despite being given proof that he was elsewhere at the time, drowning of George Gillen Bermuda landing, shipyard road traffic accident, Maya Mopan fire. So there's a lot to report and a lot that happened, Mr. Martinez. Mm-hmm. But you know, on the 20th into the 21st morning, Kikaka was up in flames. You know, a big fire happened.
A huge fire in the downtown area. And what is the final count there?
I understand that one person passed away.
But with millions of dollars in
structures completely destroyed. Because you know that Kikaka, those streets and lanes are very narrow. Mm-hmm. Very narrow. So fire can spread from one side of the street to the other. You know, there were about 5 or 6 persons that was missing, but when I spoke to a counterpart in Kikaka, she told me that they found them, only one person was missing. And we understand it was reported on the news that that person lost life.
We're saddened to report this, and I saw the images in Facebook. I saw the images in Facebook.
Big fire,
It was
big
a
blaze.
Big fire, big blaze. And yet we have to yet talk about the Prime Ministerial Conference.
Oh yes, yeah.
And that occurred last week, because we have some notes on that already. So, but just quickly, are you through with the
police
blog?
report? Yeah, for right now,
Police
yes.
blogs?
Yep, we are good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anything else comes in before the end of the show, no? But Mr. Martinez, you know, last week also, La Immaculada School, when we were reading that report, it was a report of the first phase that they went through. So they are regulating classes to start from 8 in the morning now, and all classes should be out by 1:30. The principal, Mrs. Umania, reported that it looks like in the afternoon time going into the evening is when the stench from the river is coming stronger, no?
Well, let me tell you something. Yesterday I spent a lot of time by the riverside. From early morning, maybe about 9:30 or so till about maybe 4. And when I got home after that, I again started smelling the river, putrid smell. But during the time that I was downtown, right by the river, I was not smelling it. So I'm wondering if perhaps the smell is concentrated only in certain areas.
Probably.
Maybe the water that is coming down, has pushed the contamination a little bit into the Otrobenke area, and that is where, because I gathered people around Otrobenke were complaining about the putrid smell of the river yesterday. But yesterday in downtown area, nobody smelled so. I could tell you, I was down there.
Okay.
I mean, they're right smack in front of the river. Right smack.
I wonder if it drifts.
That's exactly my point. If the concentrated, polluted, contaminant section has ebbed down, has gone down to the area, and maybe that's what the people from, because I saw my nephew and a number of people complaining that, hey, the river only stink and this and the other, and where I was downtown, it nobody smell. But down at Rebecca, it was smelling terribly, terribly.
Yep.
So much so that even at night, it's smelling terrible.
Yeah.
Even at night, it's smelling terrible.
Because what happened is last week at La Immaculada School, Mr. Martinez, 2 teachers had to rush to the Northern Regional Hospital, and they had to give them, they had to nebulize them.
Oh.
And about a little over 15 kids start complaining about feeling dizzy and, you know, things never looked too good for them. So the school decided to close school. That's why that notification was sent.
But I wish that they were a little bit more clear with their notices. Phase 1, but phase 1 of what?
I think they were referring to the what you call the things that they put in the river.
Mm-hmm. The sensors.
Yeah, I think that was the reference, no, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but
said in the report.
you need to say it.
Yeah.
You need to say it.
You need to be clear.
Expect people to understand the phase 1 or phase 1 of what? Hurricane.
Yeah.
You know.
So you know, in the press conference last week when the Honorable Omar Figueroa spoke, he was saying that, I don't know if you could bring that up. That's supposed to be on Thursday's news of last week, no? He was saying that maybe they might have to do some dredging, but they are doing this study right now. Maybe they don't have to do dredging, but they are doing that study right now and see where we'll come up, because it looked like they're not really rely upon the rain right now. They try to see what could get done. It look like the rains are not coming.
Wait till October for the rains.
Yeah.
If it rains. The way I see it, what would help would be some sort of dredging, but then again, that would cause even more hydrogen sulfide to come out.
Yeah, right. Because it have to come out.
It's more expensive. It's more hydrogen sulfide. It's. I mean, really, that one job and a half. And I think that would be the ideal thing, because then you pull out all that mud that is rotting in the bottom of the river. There are ways perhaps of doing it. Maybe doing it through
like pump it out.
Pumps. Put in pumps into the area.
Yeah.
Where the lodo, where the silt is at the bottom, and just have these powerful pumps and pull it out. Pull it out, and put it where now?
Yeah, that's it.
If you put it by the side of the river, it will stink.
It's worse than if you did a baton there.
Thank you very much. So maybe unless you have a system where, like what it used to be done in Belize City, have a big barge where the water, as soon as the what you call it, is pumped out into an enclosed barge, where after a while it goes to this dump someplace upriver or downriver, far from anywhere, or used as filling in some area, and then just slowly go pumping it out, especially in that area around, because that's what is killing us, The river, el lodo en la base del río se está pudriendo. Se está pudriendo. Eso es lo que nos está oliendo. El río se está muriendo y se está pudriendo. El lodo se está pudriendo en la base. Ya se está muriendo el río. En ausencia de oxígeno. Y ese intento que pusieron con los ventiladores, eso, una pérdida de tiempo. Así están de grande, y no me digas que vas a aerear ese río con 3 pulgadas que lo estés moviendo un poquito. Me vas a decir que, sí, estamos dando buenos resultados esto. Dale ese cuento a tu abuela. No me digas eso a mí. No me digas eso a mí. Eso es para tapar el ojo al bacho. No, eso no puede ser así. Queremos ver un esfuerzo verdadero. Nos va a costar, pero queremos ver un esfuerzo verdadero de parte del Departamento del Medio Ambiente. Conseguir los aerators, los grandes, que realmente muevan y saquen esa pudrición y que le oxigenen el río de vuelta. Pero eso no está haciendo nada. Y al otro lado, on the other end of the story, there's people who are saying, that's the worst thing you can do. I have some scientists or saw some report from some scientists saying that's the worst thing you can do. I don't know who to believe after a while.
The river is not running, Mr. Martinez. The river is still. So when you turn that one dead right there. Now if you go way at the bottom or deeper, then it's different.
It's going to create another hydrogen sulfide to come to the surface.
Yeah.
So we have to close a whole week from school and evacuate everybody for a whole week.
Yeah.
You see the problem? You see the problem? And all those people who live within the area are never evacuated. But the kids are evacuated. The teachers are evacuated. But the people who live within the area, who have to deal with it on a daily basis, what happened to those?
Yeah, and I have kids that live there too.
What happened to those? Oh, we worry about the kids. Oh, yes.
That is good.
I always tell you the story of one day a truck from Belize Gas was parked on the sidewalk, and the sidewalk caved in right by the side of Eduardo Martinez and Sons. At that time, it was Eduardo Martinez. Now it's Atlantic Bank. And the whole area was cordoned off, and no kids could pass through Main Street, and the entire section of Main Street was evacuated, except
Eduardo
our
Martinez
family upstairs. And we were the ones who were both at at, if that truck may ever explode, we were going to be the ones. So in other words, you worry about the ones outside and not worry about the ones who are living it. Those people, the casinos, the levels, the campuses are living it on a daily basis. What about them? What about them? You think that they need some treatment too? And if they can bear it, why can't anybody else? Questions that I have. I grew up in a section 1 block away. Never got sick out of this. Which leads to my next question. Can it be that we're overreacting to this smell? Maybe not. Maybe the cases are true. Maybe some people are more sensitive than others. You understand me? But my point is, what about those people who live on the riverside, who are smelling it on a daily basis, whose kitchen utensils are turning black as I speak? What about them? When I open a drawer and take out a 2 fork and 2 spoons, it's blackened and they have to be wiping the whole thing. What about them? What about them who have to clean the walls on a daily basis because it's blackened? What about them?
That's happening?
Man! Huh? What about them? Yes, it's good to worry about the kids. Yes, it's good to worry about the teachers. Yes, it's good to worry about that, but what about the people who are living in the area?
Well, I think that decision from the kids, from the school, that decision was made from the school and through the Ministry of Education, I don't think the Department of Environment had nothing to do about that. So the Ministry of Education have nothing to do with the people who live there. But there is somebody that's supposed to look.
Is that the Department of the Environment?
What's that?
Is that the Department of the Environment? They're supposed to warn the people living around the river and say, tell you what, we have high concentrations of hydrogen sulfide. It is poisonous and it could be damaging. So please, if you can, move away.
Environment and health.
And health, public health.
Yeah.
Huh? What about that? I understand the initiative coming from the Ministry of Education in regards to the school.
Right.
Yes, I agree with that. But my point is, why are the people who live in the area, man? Huh? They're not affected? We have to worry about those people who live in the area.
Yeah, well, it's 9 minutes after 8, Mr. Martinez.
Let's take that break and we'll be right back.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Digi prepaid and postpaid customers, here are 2 easy ways to win tickets to September 20th Soca Fest concert.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lemelus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 16 minutes after 8 o'clock. Folks, you all know we have celebrated our 30th anniversary of Belize's independence, and usually on that day we have many big speeches that are being delivered over the country. But at this time we'll be going over to Mr. Martinez to share with us the Prime Minister's presentation of our independence.
Thank you very much, Shaki. I have singled out this Independence Day address by the Right Honorable Dean Barrow, Prime Minister of Belize, and it was delivered on September 21st. And I'm going to go verbatim. And it says, "Today, we again come together as one to celebrate the summit of all our achievements, the high point of our existence, the attainment of our independence. It is an independence that has meant the enshrinement of Belize as a sovereign, indivisible nation, one with our territory inviolable and our democracy impregnable. As we reflect on what is ever a glorious annual anniversary, it is good to recall that our independence was hard won. We had to fight, though not physically, but our freedom. We had to wage a long, arduous diplomatic struggle against overwhelming odds. So we remember, as usual this year, the tenacity and strength of our campaign. And we do so for the customary purpose of infusing our celebration with the passion, pride, and patriotism deserved by this apogee of our history, this triumph of our self-determination. But this year there is another reason for specific calling to mind the soaring success that led to that first Independence Day. It is because we have had occasion just in May of this year to revive and replicate the spirit and courage of 1981. The ICJ campaign was an exercise that produced strong feelings and what would have been destabilizing divisions. There was contention and conviction aplenty on both sides, and the decision to be made was fraught with questions and what ifs in almost equal measure to those of a generation and a half ago. But in 2019, as in 1981, the durability of Belizean democracy, the exceptional majority of our people once again brought us through in an exemplary, by all manner, in the most transparent fashion. We again brought us together in an exemplary manner. In the most transparent fashion. The nation took a position reflected ultimately by all at home and praised mightily by countries abroad. Whichever way we individual Belizeans voted, the verdict proved a national one obtained in a manner that was the envy of many. It stood as an affirmation to the world of core Belizean values of respect for one another and above all, the predominance of the rule of law. Prime Minister is again talking about the ICJ campaign that followed, that occurred in May of this year, and how it was fraught with lots of questions and contentions, etc., etc., etc. But at the end of the day, Belize has been successful. At the end of the day, it has one more page of Belizean history that is being written as we go forward. So now we have been fortified by this second experience of existential decision making. We have twice achieved apotheosis, and wisdom and maturity provided too that the highest honors with which we passed our first test was no fluke. We have 2 times attended this beauty that the poet Coleridge said in his Unity in Variety. Accordingly, we have earned the right on this and every Independence Day to proclaim with the greatest certainty that the country is unalterably rooted in democratic practice and a democratic polity. We will never come loose from these sacrosanct historical moorings. What I want to get through, however, is to the portion where it talks about One last point about the drought. In effect on our hydro plants and supply of electricity could not have come at the worst time. Up to 3 years ago, our main sourcing of energy from CFE in Mexico was going great guns. Prices were cheap and supply plentiful. But as of 2018, things changed drastically. From between 8 and 10 cents per kilowatt hour, the cost jumped to 14 cents US per kilowatt hour. So Mexico has increased its,
from where? From what part?
From 8 and 10 cents per kilowatt, it jumped to 14.
14.
So the price of electricity from Mexico has jumped incredibly.
Okay.
Instead that Belize has increased it. Okay? Besides, the supply amount was also curtailed. Thus, we can't move speedily enough to do something about the situation. Accordingly, our majority-owned BEL is now finalizing plans to replace a big portion of CFE energy with 40 megawatts of local solar-powered energy. And this is no mañana enterprise. The PPA for the first 30 MWs of the new solar source will be signed before the end of October. Wow, that's good. And the plant ready to start producing energy within a year. Meantime, BL continues aggressively to expand access to green electricity countrywide. Since 2013, over 4,500 households in 184 communities became connected to BTL. And just for the first half of 2019, over 340 households were hooked up in 10 constituencies. By the end of October, an additional 192 homes in Bullettree Falls and 7 miles were brought online. And most exciting of all, testament of Belizean advances and innovation, our country will soon see the introduction of electric vehicles. Again, BL will lead the way, embarking shortly on a pilot project to produce such vehicles to its own Belize City fleet. The company has already secured funds for a study on how best to roll out the charging stations that will need to service electric vehicles. Dramatic news indeed.
Electric vehicles?
What do you think about that?
Why? I see that in the work that the States very good, but not at the States. I don't know if they are working with some kind of computer technology, because you have to look on servicing as well, no?
Will you need those charging stations?
Yeah, I need charging stations.
Yes. When you see the vehicles that have that 10% charging and go like, I need to charge up, I need to charge up.
Yeah, that's like when you got your phone charge and it's going down, you can't make no more calls.
Yes. Stop one of the charging stations, which hopefully is going to be right down the street.
Yeah.
But what if it isn't?
But
what if it is? So what do you do?
No, but you have to manage it just like if you go up on the road and say, hey, you know what? I have to put in so much fuel because I'm going way the PG. And I know they're going to gas station that Stan Creek cut off there. So right there I could put fuel. So the same way you have to program out yourself. I know they're going to charging station maybe 100 miles from here or 30 miles. So I have to know how to get me
Coming back to agriculture, and I'm taking time out to talk about the PM's Independence Day, basically because, and I'll be stopping at certain points just so that we understand which are the key points of his message. A bright spot is certainly going to be the start of the new hemp industry in our country. Global fascination with hemp, thought by so many to contain almost magical healing properties, means that Belize with ideal growing conditions will be excellently positioned to take advantage of the limitless world market. It's a market for the export of both raw hemp and the hemp-based medicinal products that so many foreign investors are lined up to manufacture in our country. And the furtherance of this administration's gospel, we have ensured that the little man, the small farmer, is not left behind. Thus, licenses will be given to growers that wish to cultivate as little as 1 acre. So, hey, if you want to grow your hemp, you could do it. Okay? Don't forget that.
That's not effective.
Overall, right? Not yet. Overall, on this September 20th, then I declare with very confidence that our prospects are good. The blessed choice, this noble spot, will always ultimately stand us in excellent stead. And together with the Almighty's bounty and the physical richness of our native land, there is the oft-proven, now legendary Belizean resilience and resolve. Altogether, a fine conjuncture and a grand construct a wonderful print of grit and character and nature's benevolence. We therefore plow straight ahead, regardless of the vicissitudes and vagaries that must attend every nation's social and economic trajectory. So we march on, buoyed by our conviction that ultimately we are fortune's child, and we search endlessly for new initiatives, for ways of making life better and vindicating our future in our belligerent destiny. On such trailblazer is the partnership in education that we have struck with the nationally owned BTL. Known as the DigiLearn project, this joint venture between GOB and BTL will see the introduction of a cloud platform and service that facilitates digital teaching and online learning. Already a pilot project has been completed involving 9 high schools. Over 360 students participated, and each of the schools has endorsed DigiLearn for their institution. DigiLearn will be rolled out to 43 secondary schools starting this month. Bet you never know that. Bet you never know that. And ultimately, government of Belize through BTL will provide a free laptop and digital classroom to every student in every high school in our country.
What? So they are equipping them as well. It's not only that they will be implementing the digital teaching and learning, but they are equipping them with the tool that they need.
You want me to repeat it? Just in case. DigiLearn will now be rolled out to 43 secondary schools starting this month, and ultimately government of Belize through BTL will provide a free laptop and digital classroom to every student in every high school in our country. The goal is to complete all this over the next 5 years, with this laptop computers provided not just to every student, but to each teacher and each administrator. Of course, government will not stop to count the financial cost of all of this, because hell or high water of this revolution in Belizean education must get done. To answer your question, we are also going to expand what has become another staple of our educational outreach, the annual subsidies.
Oh, okay.
To high school students, currently given for the first 2 years of the secondary program. Currently, the first 2 years of the secondary program, first and second. No, every student in every government high school in every district will actually receive that government subsidy for the entirety of their high school careers, from first form straight through to fourth form.
Wow.
Okay? Again, let me repeat that. Now, every student in every government high school in every district will actually receive that government subsidy for the entirety of their high school careers. It says government subsidy. It says every student in every government high school. If you go into a private high school, obviously you're not going to get it.
Yep. But that's like the subsidy is like a $300 per student, like $369, like $1,200 per student.
That's a $1,200 per student.
Which is
Look
good.
at what this government is doing for you. All right? No, parents don't have to be excessively worrying about where to get this money or where to get this money. Government is paying it to you guys for you.
Because it was
For
just up to
every
second.
single child, government is paying you $1,200 of the subsidies. Right. In other words, $300 from first form to fourth form. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so if you have two picnics, they go to school, you receive $2,400 going to government high school. So right now, it's currently up to second farm, right?
It's currently up to second farm, right?
No, it's going all the way to fourth farm.
These are the good things that this government is doing.
But there are some of the things where people play like they don't see.
They play like you're not sick.
You know?
And this is what is good for our country, ladies and gentlemen. We stand ready to berate the government that say, and this one is so corrupt, but we don't take time out to see what good is being done.
Most of the time when you look for the good things, you know.
Porque no se quieren los ya nos metió en la mente de que solo debemos de ver lo malo, ya dejamos de ver lo bueno.
And education is what takes us through to the future. Education is what everyone needs, and this is what the government is investing in.
Cada estudiante yendo a la escuela de gobierno, va a estar recibiendo $300 anualmente. El subsidy. 300, primera forma, 300, segunda forma, 300, tercera forma, 300, cuarta forma. Mientras que está haciendo una escuela de gobierno. ¿Ok? Que conste, ya está dicho. In another thread making of this kind of overall beliefs in advance, the whole population of the country will benefit from greatly improved public services as our e-government rolls out. The objective here is to make all GB services easily accessible to Belizeans through a central online portal. This will ultimately eliminate the need for physical attendance at offices and cut down the time wasted and the papers filed and cabinets endlessly piled up one on top of the other. 70% of citizens now enjoy mobile internet access, and thus measurable public service deliverance will soon become an eminently countable metric. All of this will be accompanied to make. Okay, let's talk about it. Our sleeves rolled with our manos a la obra infrastructure drive. For us, there is just no beating public works as a stimulant of preference for jobs. That current 7% unemployment statistic, the lowest in a decade, is all the validation anyone could ever ask for. So it is forward always with our heavy-duty projected portfolio. And the coastal roads and the roads of Caracol and Sarteneja and Progreso, and the refurbishing of the Philip Golden from mile 20 to the northern border are all in train.
Wow.
So we'll have a lot of activity here in the north.
Thing when it happen.
A lot of activity here in the north.
But activity with progress.
Activity with a lot of progress. The entire road is going to be redone. There's going to be the Progreso Road. There's going to be the Sarteneja Road with bridges being built. Bastante chamba para la gente. Pero primero tengo que ir a una pausa porque ya estoy quedando algo ronquito.
Vamos
una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de sus anuncios.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. A&R stores where prices do make all the difference.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's barely 22 minutes before 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I need to ask you a question, Mr. Martinez. When these addresses are made by the Prime Minister and these presentations about good development for the country, are those promises or are those presentations that will happen? Why I ask that? Because somebody says that text, I say, good morning, Checky. Only when election time is around, government promises a lot of things.
When is elections?
Well, election is for 2020.
As far as best as I know, elections not anyway close right now. Not until next year, November.
And there is a next independence address that the Prime Minister will do before election.
Exactly so.
And a next
having
budget presentation as well.
Having told you that, I don't want to sound as if I am wholeheartedly asking you to believe every single thing I say that the Prime Minister said. All I'm hopeful for is that you can listen and understand that this government is doing a lot for the Belizean people.
But I know about the government.
Thank you very much. Okay? And I don't, I think that can you have an Independence Day message and address without making promises to its people? I think this is the gist of what people yearn for, to get to find out more about what's going on, what's going to happen. But we in particular here in North are gladdened, happy to hear that the road from mile 20, from Sun Hill.
Yeah, from Sun Hill.
All the way to the Mexican frontier is going to be redone, which means that the whole area will have lots of work for the Orange Walk truckers.
Activity.
Jobs. Okay? A lot of money is going to be spent on the Sartaneja Road from Corozal, $100 million. Another so many millions of dollars will be spent. And he was very, very clear when he said, and that includes also Progreso, the road to Progreso.
Long awaited.
Which includes San Esteban Road. All of these things are on track. They're not like if you go to EU or someplace or Kuwait fund and say, boy, lend me $5 million, and the man say, well, I want $5 million, right here, so go start a project. No, it does not happen like that. There are certain things that protocols that you send to the embassies and you ask them for meetings with them and
feasibility
so forth,
studies.
and then begin the feasibility studies and then they go like do the whole history and it takes months and months and months of preparation. But we want a road and we don't want to have no bloody preparation nor feasibility study. We want a road.
Yeah, and you know sometimes, Mr. Martinez, when some of these estimates or proposals are sent in, I say, I don't like this one, send me one next one. You can't just go and write that today, no? You have to analyze what you're sending and say, okay, what in this thing you figure is that clear enough? And you have to go down, that speech where the Prime Minister make, Emmanuel, he not just wake up Friday morning and write that speech, you know. A lot of things had to be set in that presentation where they don't go at you and say, you know what, this subsidy, we could do it. If I report about the road, I know we want to do it.
Let me repeat what it says. The coastal road, the roads to Caracol and Sarteneja and Progreso and the refurbishing of the Philip Golden Highway from Mile 20 to the northern border are all in train. In other words, they're ready to come on board. Okay? And at a value of over $300 million. So money is going to be invested in this area, finally.
Yep.
And sometimes, you know, you go like, pero ¿por qué les duró tanto tiempo venir a invertir aquí en el norte? ¿Por qué hasta ahora? Cuando ven que ya se pone difícil las cosas. No, yo creo que hasta cierto punto nos tenían olvidados. Agradecemos el esfuerzo. Claro que lo agradecemos. Lo agradecemos fuertemente. Y estamos en espera de este dinero que entre para aliviar la situación aquí en el norte. $300 millones gastados entre Belice y el norte será una cantidad bastante fuerte de dinero. Muchas gracias, primer ministro. Pero lo importante es que Sarteneja conseguirá su carretera. Empezar tan pronto, el enero ya debe de estar empezando. Y Progreso también, tan pronto se termine, Progreso y San Esteban, tan pronto se termine el estudio físico, tan pronto, digamos, febrero, ya debe de estar empezando la carretera, de lo que me cuenta.
I want to urge the area representatives in the area. We have from San Hill area, we have the Honorable Edmund Clay de Lancastro. Look out for them people on the roadside for making a job. Go to Cabinet. We have right here in Orange Walk. Welcome down to Carmelita. We have Honorable Elodie Aragon. In Orange Walk North area, we have Honorable Gaspar Vega. Then we pass Buena Vista. We have Dr. Campos in that area. So look out for the people. In the San Esteban area, we got Mr. Denny Grijalva, who is the standard bearer.
Look out for your people.
Yes, look out for your people.
Don't leave your people abandoned.
Yeah. I said, I know me because
a los representantes del área, atiendan a su gente, por favor.
Yeah,
no los dejen abandonados.
Yeah, I wanted to go into the Corozal area. I have Honorable Pablo Marin there. We got Hugo Pat, who represents some of that area where all of this highway passes.
Mira Hugo Pat, que bien está haciendo en su división. Porque atiende su gente.
Yeah, so,
adelante con ese tipo de
Sanabera,
movimiento.
want to look out for the people and make sure whether they pass through the village or town where the people live, want to get some job for them. A lot of activity that happen, people come out on the roadside, especially in the villages, Mr. Martinez, in the past there, you see people that sell tamales and they sell orange and they sell aguacate and other things. So there will be income for these persons as well. But we need some of the people in the area where these works will be passing through to get some employment. We need it to get some jobs. So standard bearer, want to look out for the people when we go to cabinet, want to talk for them people.
I'd like to just quickly say, it says, Prime Minister's speech, I close by calling on all to relish this anniversary of our independence. Please do so by way of the merrymaking and fun that are so richly deserved. But please also do so by way of giving thanks for the providential favor of our spectacular land, our extraordinary bejeweled resources. And let us be particularly grateful for the special qualities of our Belizean people. Their industry, their creativity, their gusto, their ganas, and above all, for their inexhaustible humanity, solidarity, fellow feeling, and that has perhaps been the brightest aspect of our development as a gold star nation, a beacon in Central America and the Caribbean. Let this gratitude make boundless our determination to love, treasure, and defend this singularly and spectacularly beautiful nation. After all, it constitutes a patrimony that is second to none anywhere in the whole wide world. Happy Independence and God bless Belize. Feliz Día de la Independencia y que viva Belice. Y yo quiero simplemente tomar tiempo para felicitarles a todos. Ya sé que ya pasó el Día de la Independencia, pero nunca es tarde para felicitar un país y decirles, hey, 38 años de independencia, pero ya estamos aquí más de 200 años como país, como una gente tratando de buscando una identidad y tratando de mantenernos independientes, no obstante los avances de otro país. Pero yo creo que con la fe en Dios y con nuestra determinación de siempre hacer el bien, vamos a ir adelante. Y Dios siempre nos va a proteger y nos va a cuidar.
In the era here, Mr. Martinez, it's 12 away from 9. In the era here, we know the drought has caused a lot of damage to our crops here, and it was decided, it was announced that the lending institution, along with recommendation as well from the central bank, that the farmers from San Ignacio, the Cayo area, Belize, Orange Walk, and Corozal will be given a grace period when it comes to paying their loans, up to 1 year, some of them up to 18 months. So that is good news because they can't make no money. So the government have decided, okay, we'll give you a grace period. So if you, I don't know when it will be effective, but if you know that your loan, go into your lending institution and find out if this has been implemented as well from the government or the central bank or whosoever is in charge to see if that is already in progress. Then they're not charging no extra interest.
Well, we have a lot more to talk about in that regard.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that perhaps maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday we can have somebody who can elaborate more on that and to help us through with that, because a lot of people have a lot of questions about, mira, mi banco, ¿qué hago yo? Porque yo no soy con el DFC, yo no soy con el otro, ¿qué hago yo para conseguir el beneficio de esto? So I'm hoping that maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday we can have somebody who can expound more on that.
It's only person that have loans, and even the credit unions and DFCs in that as well. All the lending institutions. But if you got a pawn shop, well, that's different, you know. But it's only for person that have loans, because of people don't have loan. You will be relieved from that time and say, okay, we know, okay, I make no money because we don't have no crops, we don't invest, we don't borrow only money, so we are given a grace period of some of them is like 12 months, some is like 18 months.
Who says we?
The banks, along with the central bank, the recommendation from the government and the Ministry of Agriculture.
So the banks are saying, we'll give you this?
Yes, with the recommendation from the central bank.
Okay.
Right.
All right, I'll look that up.
Yeah, that was on the press conference on Thursday, so when you later you could check that on the...
I will. I'm hoping, like I said, to have somebody here to talk more about that on Tuesday or Wednesday, so that we can be the help that the farmers want to have.
Today is Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Good Lord. By tomorrow,
Wednesday
or
or Thursday. Yeah, maybe we can try to see if we can get this man, Mr. Alpuche, man, from the Ministry of Agriculture, the CEO, because he knows a lot about it. You know, because we're talking about agriculture, no? Because it's only for persons that are in the agriculture sector. It's not, he said, checks explain to the people if farmers have grace also of the interest, not only the principal. Well, like Mr. Martinez say, we'll try to get someone that is more versed in this, and so we can explain it further.
I'll try to have it in as soon as tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. I'm sorry. I keep thinking that today is Monday. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday, like stuff Chuck Emmons used to say.
Yeah.
Pero buenas noticias en su totalidad.
Yep. I was trying to get information
Ándale,
about the funeral for Cowboy because it was sent to me that that it would be this afternoon, but I saw a report on Love TV that it says 10 o'clock this morning, and the one that was sent to me, it was saying that it will be this afternoon. Let me see, at this afternoon at 2 o'clock. But you know what? We don't really have it, but stay tuned to Universal Radio, and I will try. If I get the information, I'll send it to Sugar City Radio 103.1 FM, so you can know if it's this morning or this afternoon. So it's time for us to go now, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, it's about that time, and ya estoy quedando ronquito. Hay que tomar más miel, yo creo, miel con, sabrá Dios qué, para evitar esto. Pero, compañeros, ha sido un gran gusto. Yo creo que hoy hemos tenido un buen show en el sentido de que hemos estado hablando acerca de cosas positivas para el país. Ya hemos estado inmersados en la negatividad muchos años. Ya hemos sentido el abandono por muchos años. Ya hemos sentido y vivido momentos desesperados. Y no que sean fáciles de olvidar, pero yo creo que cuando entramos momentos alegres como lo que van a ser en el futuro, porque el gobierno ha decidido invertir una gran cantidad de dinero aquí en el norte, y también para ayudar a los agricultores con esta sequía que existe. ¿Qué es la ayuda? Están arreglando para que no tengas que pagar tus intereses este año, para poder conseguir producto de irrigación completamente libre de impuestos. Es más, todo el producto, de la bomba, las mangueras, todo el equipo, 0 impuestos para el beneficio de los agricultores. Así que son cosas buenas, y también las personas que están endeudados van a tener una posibilidad de que no se les cancele la deuda, pero que se les atrase la deuda. Es más, les dan un periodo de gracia. Decir, ok, ¿sabes qué? Debes $3,000. Vamos a ver cómo podemos incorporar estos $3,000 en una deuda para el futuro y empezar de nuevo este año. Pues, ¿qué mejor queremos? ¿Ya me entiendes? Así que es ayuda que está viniendo. Muchas personas van a decir, para yo perdí $10,000 en mi conmoción. Es cierto, eso es tu pérdida. Y no podemos reemplazar toda la pérdida que tuviste, pero siquiera ayudarte con algo siendo mejor que nada. Así que veámoslo del lado positivo y escuchemos las noticias, reaccionemos, porque muchas veces la gente ni siquiera sabe cuando hay programas de ayuda y dicen, pues yo ni siquiera conseguí nada porque ni siquiera supe de ello. Ponte al tanto, pregunta, habla, y vas a poder conseguir ayuda. Nosotros aquí vamos a estar viendo que durante el curso de esta semana hablemos más acerca de esta ayuda que está hablando el gobierno para los agricultores. Y vamos a estar expandiendo más acerca de cómo hacerlo llegar a ti. A ti. Así que, primero Dios, vamos a tener a alguien aquí durante esta semana que nos pueda explicar más qué es la ayuda que el primer ministro habló, y que vamos a poder convertir esto en no posibilidades, sino probabilidades. Es más, que esté más al tanto y que esté más a alcanzar es más obtenible, o sea, más realista. Porque una cosa que son promesas y otra cosa es que tú lo puedas recibir. Ya son casi las 9 de la mañana. ¿Alguna otra última noticia?
Pues la última noticia que tengo ahorita es que voy a decir a la gente que ese show repita tonight at 9 o'clock. And we have the news coming up as well this afternoon. Thanks to Raheem, thanks to our viewers. We know that our telephone is still down. We are trying to get it up, so there's not much participation when it comes to callers as well. So, but remember folks, the September celebration was relaxing but costly when it comes to business persons. So we want to congratulate everyone on the commemoration of the 38th anniversary of Belize's independence. And the week for Miss Betty, Nurse Betty, will be held on Thursday, and funeral service will be on Friday. Once again, thanks for tuning in to the Sugar City Morning Show. If the good Lord so will, Mr. Martinez and myself will be back with you right here tomorrow.
Primero Dios, estaremos de vuelta con ustedes aquí en el Sugar City Morning Show. Compañeros, gocen el resto del día de hoy. Como siempre digo, si estás cumpliendo años hoy, que la pases de maravilla, que la pases muy bien con tu familia y tus amistades. Hey, gózalo a lo máximo, recordándote que pues todo a su medida está perfectamente bien. Es el abuso que nos causa problemas. El abuso nos causa problemas. Compañeros, gocen el día de hoy. Como dije, si no pueden hacer un bien, no hagan un mal enteramente. Se cuidan, nos vemos.
Sugar City Morning Show.